All right, guys. Man, what a chapter. Every time we get some Yuta info, it's always good. And every time he appears, it's like just this the star has arrived. Honestly, it's so crazy because there's so many good characters in Jujutsu Kaisen. And Yuta is one of them. Look, we got the movie coming out, which in March in theaters in English or subs, I guess. And we get this great chapter of Yuta. I just think it's perfect timing. So, hey man, I want to get to the ending, but let's kind of go over things. So, we get the conclusion with Reggie and Megumi, and Reggie kind of just confirms that, hey, I basically hid, or Megumi basically hid the demon dog within the pool and within his domain expansion. The dog never really died, and he was also lured to the gym as well, right? And we know that because Megumi used it to form his domain expansion. Megumi tries to get some info about Tengen just to make sure he's not on Kenjaku's side, and what Reggie basically says is that he doesn't have any relation with Tengen. So that kind of checks that off. And then afterwards, we see Reggie gives him the 41 points to Megumi. So, man, it's a big win for Megumi, man. I mean, he defeated a Heian-era sorcerer, and he got the 41 points. So he's killed, like, 2 people this culling game. Like, it's been so crazy. Like, honestly, these chapters kind of went by really quick. Just thinking about how he was like doing what was it, like a 1v3, I think it was, for a second, into this final fight, because Reggie was really good. He was really good. But yeah. And then at the end there, it looks like he curses Megumi. He said, "Let fate toy with you before you die like a fool." And then he's dead, essentially. And he gains 5 points from Reggie dying. So now I want to kind of focus on this, not necessarily the fight, but Takaba. He's fighting Hazanoki, and this fight really doesn't matter that much because the minute Hazanoki finds out that Reggie is dead, he's like, look, I'm done. There's no point to this. And honestly, Takaba really isn't threatening per se to Hazanoki because you just can't take him seriously at all. So, yeah. And then we later find out the most important part, right? His power. His technique is called comedian. When he comes up with something that he's certain will be funny, it becomes reality. And then we get the little tidbit to kind of give him a power scale a little bit. It's a cursed technique capable of upholding even Setoro Gojo. So whatever he thinks could be funny becomes reality. So in my head, I'm just thinking, if he's facing Gojo and he's trying to hit Gojo, if he thinks that, oh, me trying to punch Gojo will, I don't know, something his type of comedian would say, something he would do. So maybe he thinks about punching Gojo and his hand like cracks or something and it really hurts, but maybe it explodes, and that explosion actually is able to go through Gojo's technique to where he actually gets hit, and that's the punchline, I guess. I don't know. Like, basically, he's able to manipulate reality similar to how Gojo can manipulate reality in a way too, right? It's a crazy power. Like, there's so many things you can think of that would, yeah, I would, that would be a crazy fight, because they're both kind of manipulating reality in their own way. But technically, Takaba could counter it if he found a certain thing funny and he imagined it up, and then if Gojo were to do like his red technique, maybe he could nullify that by, like, say, him imagining to push his hands out and being like, oh, blah, 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 something funny, and then it just disappears. But anyway, I don't want to stretch too long on that, but he's basically clueless. He's an idiot. So he doesn't even know how strong he is. So this guy could easily be special grade. Crazy. And man, look, we got Remy. Now, I've been saying that Remy would come back and help Megumi find his sister. And after this, because he might have spared Remy, maybe she'll come back down the line to like help Megumi when he's trying to like fight to either get his sister or save his sister. So because I don't know, I feel like it's just not enough with her character. But it could be, you know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But he's about to finish her with his dog, and he gets like a little flashback of what would his sister do, right? And she says, "No, Megumi." And then we see Remy say, "You're letting me go," and that's when he kind of walks off and faints. And then the plot thickens. We get Angel. So Angel comes out of nowhere. So now we're getting closer to an opportunity to unseal Gojo. But as we know, with everything going on with Kenjaku, this calling game has a different type of meaning right now. And we know that he's meeting with people in, I think it was China. So we'll see what that means. Okay. So here's the crazy part. Quick summary. The fighting in Sendai Colony escalated quickly, far surpassing that in Tokyo. It's pure viciousness. So there are pillars in this Sendai area. There's the Durav Lakdalwala. Please, I butchered that for sure. But he's got this crazy power where he's able to, he has two types of independent Shikigami, and their orbiting trajectories constitutes his own domain. So with these two Shikigamis, he's able to form a domain around them and do whatever he does. And it says here that he's a veteran in his second incarnation who once single-handedly conquered the archipelago. So he's somebody in history that's being that's obviously is one of Kenjaku's contracted people. Anyway, and then we get Ryu Ishigori, who's got a crap ton of cursed energy. He's got the most output of cursed energy than all the players. And then we also have this chick looks cool. I don't know what it is, but this is cool. So, because I want to read her. So Takako Yuro, she's the former captain of the Sun, Moon, and Star Squad, a group of assassins directly affiliated with Toe. Her curse technique allows her to control the sky. And I believe Toe was a group in the Heian era. And then we've got yet another creepy bug. There was the, what was it, like the praying mantis? Like 70, 80 chapters ago, way back. But yeah, we got Kuro Rushi, a cockroach cursed spirit whom Kenjaku freed from cursed spirit manipulation. Its rank is special grade, and it's already registered, and it's lying dormant until certain conditions disappear. So that's very scary because a special grade, that's going to present some problems. And then we get a bit of an introduction to Yuta again, right? Instead of forming an alliance, these four, as a result of their conflicting abilities and complex nature, found themselves in a standoff. Ultimately, one did fall, and that's that Durav guy, right? And we see Yuta. Now, this is important. 3 months after the night parade of 100 demons, Yuta came back to become a special grade sorcerer, second only to Satoru Gojo. Second only to Satoru Gojo in unusual abilities. So, he came back months later and still got his special grade status, and we know he still has Rika. So we're gonna find this out one way or another, how the heck Rika is still here. But hey, we got Yuta easily coming in and breaking this 4-pillar standoff, and I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be crazy. This calling game is gonna go crazy, and we're gonna get some Yuta time, man. So yeah, great chapter. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.